Welcome to some new r/malicious compliance stories, where people comply to the letter, but not the spirit of a request. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called First Thing in the Morning. My girlfriend works at a company that provides warehousing, product prep and direct-to-consumer services to other companies. She works in their office, dealing directly with several key accounts, but also has a few lines that she manages. The lines are responsible for prepping and building shipments. The line workers will gather in the morning and wait for their daily assignments, as well as any direct-to-consumer orders from my girlfriend. The other office workers had managed some accounts, but do not manage the lines or direct-to-consumer orders, nor do they know how to. She comes into work one day and finds out they have a new director, and he wants to start organizing, streamlining, etc. Here now the things the new important person does to make it look like he's giving it his all. His first order of business is to have a mandatory daily meeting at 8 AM with everyone in the office that will take no longer than 15 minutes. My girlfriend requests that the meeting starts at 9 AM instead, as the warehouse workers will be doing nothing but waiting around for their assignments otherwise. The director, probably not wanting to look like he's playing favorites on his first day, puts this to a vote. Surprised, the other people want to start first thing in the morning as they have nothing else to do at that time. So my girlfriend says, okay, if they want to start first thing in the morning, that's no problem. Next day the meeting begins as soon as everyone arrives. And as they gather and the director begins talking, they hear the various lines start calling my girlfriend's name over the radio in the distance. 5 minutes go by and now people begin wandering into the office. 10 minutes and a small group forms. 15 minutes and people are coming and going, patiently waiting for her as she is ferociously tapping her pen on her clipboard. At this point the director pipes up with a less than sincere, "Well, you look rather anxious, so if you have some place to be, you can go if we are keeping you." She responds with a candid and washed "Thank you so much" and wants a way to take care of her lines and process consumer orders. The new director, after this conversation, spoke with the owner of the company. To his credit, the director later that day sought out my girlfriend and recapped what she missed at this meeting, which ultimately ran for over 45 minutes. He also explained that the owner of the company informed him that she has the most responsibility of anyone in the office, generally can be relied on for anything and is hands down his best employee. The meeting is now at 9 AM. The next story is called Only If the Plate is Empty. My dad had a rule of you couldn't leave the table if you still had food on your plate. Didn't matter if you didn't like it. We don't waste food in this house. Yay for the resulting weight issues and disordered eating I still have issues with in my 30s. Well, one time there was something I detested on the plate and there was just no way I could stomach choking it down. So I asked if I could have a pass, something that was rarely allowed for truly hated food. Nope, I'd annoyed him earlier, so now I have to follow the rules. I happen to know this was a food that also didn't like and he simply hadn't served himself any when dishing up dinner. But it was something Mom and at least one brother liked, hence the existence of it around the meal. Mom had simply forgotten I didn't like it or muddled plates serving, which is why I had any. So I stood up, reached over and scraped my plate onto his. There, my plate is empty. And left. Mom stood up for me, saying that I followed the rule and that nowhere had my dad specified that the food had to be eaten. Dad stopped forcing us to eat anything we didn't like after that, but was still a pain over not wasting food, so we had to offer unliked items around the table, or, if safe, give it to the dog. He was a man who got changed from a penny. The last story is called No Quality Control for You. I work for an embroidery company that embroiders logos onto uniform shirts. There's this one particular shirt we get all the time that has a diagonal closure, so the left side of the chest is essentially covered by a huge flap coming from the right side. There's such little room on the left side that any logo bigger than an inch looks like it's going into the person's armpit. After a few complaints, we made it a policy to only allow that shirt to put logos on the right. A big company we work with likes to make massive orders with generalized embroidery placement. Whenever I would see that this particular shirt was in the mix, I would reach out to them to let them know we needed to switch the logo to the right side. One difficult manager from that company reached out to their client with my suggestion and got an earful. The client insisted that their logo could only be placed on the left due to company policy. Instead of smoothing it over with her client, this rep took it out on me. She sent me a very aggressive email stating that we were perfectly capable of embroidering the shirt on the left side because we had done it in the past. And to stop blowing up her inbox with our suggestions for a better embroidery location. From now on, whatever embroidery location the order requests is final. I saved the email and got my boss's blessing to immediately stop all quality control emails for this company, per manager. One day, a huge order comes in, all diagonal closer shirts, all left side embroidery. I maliciously complied and sent the order on its way, with no hassle to the manager. A week later, an executive from that company emails me, horrified. He forwarded photos of the client's shirts, all with the logos in the armpits. He said they were having to refund the client over 10k and that the client was in an uproar, never wanting to order shirts from them again. Why did we not tell them this was a bad location for the embroidery? I didn't say a word, simply forwarded the email the manager sent me, telling me verbatim that I was to no longer waste the company's time making useless suggestions for those shirts. It was confirmed they had to do a big fat refund, and I did not see a reorder, so I suspect the client dismissed them as a vendor. It was a huge client, think a very swanky hotel brand. We don't usually get emails from the executives, so I think they were really hoping for big bucks with these guys. Oh well. As far as the manager goes, I suspect she was demoted. They sent us a very polite, groveling email introducing a new manager and requesting that we resume our quality control, emphasizing that we knew best. And with that, we end today's video. Let me know what you think about the stories. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the stories and today's video? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Bye bye.